another episode of Three is Company. You know, I'm Ro, this is Dre, this is Chew, and we back again. So, we thank you guys for checking out the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube. We want you guys to keep sharing and commenting, and we don't really get a lot of comments. Y'all, talk to us.
Please.
Y'all see we like to talk.
Yeah.
We're here. Talk to us.
Yeah, some of y'all requested the SoundCloud page. I got that popping off. So
Yeah.
if you ain't watch us, you can definitely listen.
Jesus, talk to us.
It's the same Three is Company on the SoundCloud page. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot we had
yeah,
That's what's up.
so fresh. Mhm.
We're moving along here,
We're
guys.
moving on that.
All right, so today's topic is guarded women or men. Are they worth the commitments that it takes to have a productive relationship?
Give your example. Give your definition of a guarded.
Okay, a guarded woman or man
Person,
or
yeah.
person, period, to me, a guarded mate to me is someone who has had bad previous relationships, whether it be with family, sexual relationships, if they've been mentally, physically, emotionally abused, but they just kind of come into the relationship and they're guarded. They're not willing to trust you because of everything they went through in their past, whether it be cheating, whether it was abuse, whether it was just not a good relationship. Because a lot of us carry on things from relationships with our parents, relationships with family. And because of those things, we come into our personal relationships very guarded and not willing to accept what a person is saying or trying to give to you. That's my definition.
Okay.
Did it hit y'all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that
Sounds
fit?
good.
Okay. So when you're engaging with a person like that, you guys are meeting, you guys are dating, and you're courting them, you're attempting to date them. My question would be, is it worth it? Like, once you find out what's going on, why they have this guard, is it worth you taking the time to knock down every brick and to help them mentally, physically, emotionally repair themselves by supporting them in their own self-growth, even though it might take away from the relationship? Because when you're dealing with things sometimes in yourself, that's why a lot of people say don't get in a relationship until you deal with yourself, because it's hard to deal with yourself and still give the little you have to the person that you're with. So is it worth the commitment? Is it worth the time? Is it worth the process? So that's what that's a question of the day. Shit.
That was a
Yeah,
lot.
it
right?
is a lot.
Shit. It just stressed me out while I was saying it. So we're gonna go to Chill first.
Okay.
Chill, what you think?
I think, once you get into a relationship and you're, talking to somebody,
Okay.
and that was your decision.
Mm.
You've made that decision. And you learn more and more and more. Within maybe, the first 2, 3, 4 months, you starting to actually learn this
She said
person.
months.
Yes, months.
Months.
Like, I'm going to need to start knowing you real soon.
I can dig it.
I mean, you ain't got to tell me.
Yeah, because we break it up in 7 days. She'll be cut throat. Yeah.
You ain't got to tell me your whole life, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But I
okay.
got to start really understanding you
Right.
by that time.
Right.
And if I choose at that time to, everything else is great, we've having great times, and, you're not really letting it affect us as a couple or things like that, then
But what if it is affecting you as a couple?
if it's affecting us as a couple, you have to be
Because
doing a lot of other things for me to be happy for me to deal with.
right, because I'm gonna tell you the scenario. So a lot of women who are in abusive relationships or have previously been in relationships, they come in a relationship with you and they automatically think, oh, I'm gonna fight. Oh, I ain't gonna let you talk to me
Right.
no kind of way. I'm used to jumping on my phone. I'm
I'm
used
not
to
dealing
doing
with it.
me.
Like, I don't
that's what
deserve
they
that.
say. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. What if it's affecting your relationship, and not it doesn't only have to be physical. What if it's mental or emotional? Is it worth you having to process it to fix them?
Well, being in the situation that I'm in,
Right.
married,
Yeah.
and the polygamy type thing. So
Love and marriage and
yeah, I am not going to deal with that. Like, I'm just not, like, I just don't have the patience. Like, I mean, you have to be treating me great.
What you mean treating you great? Define
Give me-
treating
okay.
you great.
You have
I need to know. It's just some good sex.
That's part of it.
Okay.
It's part of it. You gotta be respectful. Like,
Okay.
you can't, like,
Just walk up to you and smack you.
right, like, I mean, I'm not trying to fight with you all the fucking time and shit like that. And, I mean, give me the affection and the love that I feel that I deserve.
Okay.
And if I get that, then we can work it all together. I'm gonna listen to you. Like, I'm gonna be there for you.
I'm gonna give you my advice.
I'm gonna give you right. I'm gonna try to
go
help
to the
you
counseling with
as
you.
much as I possibly can. If you are still being a normal ass person in a goddamn relationship, you know what I'm saying? But if you are acting wild,
Like I said, a normal motherfucker.
like, I'm not gonna be going through emotional roller coasters with your ass.
I'm on an
Like-
emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Alright. You know we had to. You said emotional. You know I had to jump in
I
there.
know.
That's my jam. Go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, I'm just not willing. Especially the older I get, the worse it gets. Like, I'm not willing to go through that shit. I'm already dealing with shit, so I'm not gonna add on more shit.
To the shit.
I feel it.
All right, Dre.
I
What's
feel it.
up with
I
you? What
think
you
it-
thinking?
I think it actually depends on like how committed or how serious you are about the person that you're.
When you find out the bullshit.
Yeah, because like if we like if this is just you know what I'm saying, like we just dating, we just kinda, you know what I'm saying, like there's no like if we're not really trying to build no future or nothing like that, then
Mhm.
I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying. I'm just here for the ride. Like, you know what I'm saying? And as long as it's all good,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like you say, you're not disrespecting me and all that, then that's cool. But like if I'm really like digging you and we're supposed to be in this together, we're supposed to be a team, like at some point you're gonna have to like if you're guarded like that and you're bringing that, first of all, let me back it up.
Please.
Because if
Please.
you 9 times out of 10, to be totally honest, anybody who's feeling guarded like that probably is not even ready for a relationship anyway.
Right.
Flat out.
Flat
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so you have to ask yourself, like, this person ain't even really ready to be in a relationship.
Okay.
So should I really be fucking with them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because they're not, if they are guarded like that and they are, you know what I'm saying, still stuck on this, you know, whatever it is, these issues or whatever that they're dealing with, are they gonna, they're not even well themselves. How do I expect them to even give me anything of themselves?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? When they're not even all the way put together.
I feel it.
You feel me?
Yeah,
So
I feel it.
I guess you would have to think about that first. Like, am I willing to even go there with this person knowing that they're not going to be able to give me everything that I want because they can't even give themselves what they need?
Right. Ooh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I would, yeah, that's how I would look at it.
Okay.
So if I was willing to deal with somebody like that, then I would just have to go in already knowing, like, I'm going to get jilted somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like,
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get.
I'm not going to get
what I
everything
really
that I
deserve.
really deserve because you're still trying to fix yourself.
Yeah.
So am I willing to help fix you so that we can be, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just going to be in a relationship and just be like,
Yeah, but
oh, well, you're on your own.
But how
I'm
about-
going to try to help.
But how about
I'm
the
just-
reality is that even when you fix them, y'all still might not be together. You possibly could be
Yeah,
fixing them for the
somebody
next
else.
person because nobody else before you took the time to do that. So, you know, sometimes you going through and you fixing somebody and it ain't even for you.
Yeah. That's some crazy shit.
Crazy
Some
shit.
but that's how it
But
is.
that's how it is.
That's
Fuck,
how it
that
is.
is how it is
Yeah.
a lot of times.
Yeah.
Is that they come across somebody who's willing to deal with it and walk them through and get them to a point, and then come to find out I didn't even do this for me. It wasn't even God's plan that this was supposed to come, that we were supposed to be together.
together.
It was this was your season to find somebody to help you in your for your permanent.
Yeah.
You understand? Like
Yeah.
what we had was really only supposed to be seasonal. But
That-
what I'm preparing you for,
that-
because God
that
is
right there.
speaking to me to speak to you, is for your permanent.
Yep.
Woo.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
that's
that's-
too much.
That was
But
something right
that's
there,
too
right?
But that's so real
That's
because
too
that's
much.
That was
That'd
something
be
right
too
there,
much.
though, right?
That's too much.
But that's how it be.
yeah.
Like,
so
you
that,
know
and that's
what?
what you have to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Like, well, damn,
Like,
this
am
is
I
a lot.
willing to do that? Like,
Yeah.
am
Yeah.
I willing to put
Yeah,
in
I
the
told you,
time with
yeah.
somebody that is not going to be with me?
That's not even mine. I'm giving.
Yes.
I'm draining you.
Okay,
You're
don't get me
draining
wrong,
my
I
energy.
am.
You're draining my
But you
emotions.
gotta-
You're draining my
yes,
thoughts.
Lord
And
Jesus.
then you don't. You're not even the person to replenish that back to me. When you do have it all together, you get to go and be with somebody else, and everything that I've emptied off into you, you're giving them.
Yeah.
And then I have to be like, oh, okay, well now I gotta get the next damaged person to pour into their ass.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
So
You
it's
know?
tell you gotta just be able to
Yeah,
ask
that's a
yourself,
lot.
are
Yeah.
you willing to deal with that bullshit?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Are you willing to
Yeah,
build
yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
up and then
Yeah.
watch them just
Yeah.
walk away?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
by the time you pour so much into them, you probably don't even want them. You irritated. You're frustrated. Y'all done been through all this. You don't see the change, but then they get with the next person. They like, well, maybe this is what you were talking about. Maybe, oh, I see. Because now they've taken the time.
They
They've calmed down.
messages
They
like,
see the.
hey, I remember when you told me such and such and such and such. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You be like, God damn, motherfucker. But
But
yeah,
but
that's,
yeah, seriously.
that's
Seriously.
that's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the flat out truth.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And a lot of times, because the fear of not wanting to be alone,
Mm.
a lot of us do that. A lot of us don't get in relationships knowing we are fucked
It's
up,
not me, but you know,
or
I think
we get
everybody's
into relationships with people that we know are fucked up.
I'm
You know
about
what I'm
I'm
saying?
about to do the church lean because
Church
I
walk.
know that the church, because I know that feeling. Not saying
Yeah.
that that's where my
Like-
life is right now, but I've dated damaged people,
Yeah.
and it yeah.
So you just be like, fuck it, I'll work with it. You know what I'm saying? But and then that
Yeah,
goes
pretty
all the way
much.
back to how you loving yourself and
Ooh,
Yeah.
how you feel about yourself.
I mean,
And
so,
do you
yeah,
love
you
yourself
can get to
enough
that point where you like,
Yeah.
I can't. I
I'm
don't
not
know if I can
taking
keep
that.
doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like, and then it is what it is. But
Yeah.
put in some work.
yeah.
If you love somebody, you put in some work.
You're gonna put in some work. Okay, so this is my take on it. And okay, so I feel that sometimes people get into relationships not knowing that they're even damaged. I think that most times when people leave from one relationship and go into the next one, they feel like, especially if you've got some type of closure, oh, we've dealt with it, I've talked to them, yada yada yada. I don't think people really ever know that they're damaged until they're in that next relationship, and that next relationship doesn't replicate the past relationship. So when you find somebody different, it should bring something different out of you. And then when you're still trying to argue and fight and be on bullshit with a calm, humble, person, it changes things. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of like in just like situations in my life, previous relationships. I've met people and they're like telling me how they, kind of been in fights, with their mates and yada yada yada. When they get with me, I'm like, we're not fighting.
Nah.
That's a rule of mine. If I have to fight you, I shouldn't be with you. If I have to put my hands on you, then you are not the person for me. And so within that, I handle arguments and I handle situations very differently, probably from anybody that they've been with before me. And so I feel like once you're in it, and like Drea said, once it's so long and you're really learning, and like Chill said, after 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and you're really learning the person and you guys are starting to talk and you kind of hit that first little hiccup and you're like, oh, this bitch crazy. Oh, this bitch crazy. And then you see, like, you start seeing the pattern, because it don't matter how long a person tries to hide pattern, it comes out.
Yeah.
It happens. You're gonna see it. And then once you see it, you be like, ah, shit, And I think at that point in time, it's up to you. Me, I am always, again, a person who rides it to the end. And my friends, my 2 best friends in the world, which are the 2 people sitting next to me, they constantly tell me, especially Chill be like, get the fuck out of that. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, you always giving a motherfucking excuse. You always understanding. And you always, and I'm like, yeah. And but then, but then the same motherfuckers that were like, God damn, nigga, when you done, you be done. And I know I've said that before. But I'll go through. I'll pour into you. Not only again am I pouring into you, but I'm praying for you. I am there. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna encourage you. I'm gonna give you my advice. I'm gonna give you my life lessons. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot. I've been on my own since I was 15. So, my life, I'm gonna pour all that into you. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing right. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing wrong. Shit, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing right. But I think I realized a long time ago. Well, and the Bible tells you a person's here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And then the Bible also says that one plants the seed, one waters the seed, and then only he can bring the increase. So a lot of times when I'm meeting people and I'm in a relationship, I might be planting a seed of humbleness. I might be planting the seed of self-respect. I might be planting the seed of self-esteem. I might be planting those seeds because I'm always going to gas my window. I'm always going to be encouraging. I'm always going to tell you, babe, go get that job. Babe, send me that resume. I'll fix that motherfucker up. This is what you say. This how, because all my job is as your mate is to encourage, is to make sure that you're growing and that you're blossoming as a woman or as a mate. I want you to do better. I want you to be better because all of us can do that. Even me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always willing to pour. And a lot of times I get so drained that, Chill, man, my Chill be like, motherfucker, I'm coming to get you. Gotta get out the house. But they don't know what I be going through, just pouring in and, because it ain't just relationships. It's family that you got to encourage. It's friends that you got to encourage. These motherfuckers, I call them all the time. I probably drain them so much because that's who I drain because I'm being drained. And so, I learned that just because this is the relationship that I'm in right now, it might not be my relationship for my lifetime. And what I'm giving to you is what I'm trying to, I guess, have you take to your next relationship because everybody deserves happiness.
Definitely.
Everybody deserves love.
Yep.
Everybody needs compassion. Everybody needs to be able to land on a soft place. Everybody needs to go out to the world and deal with the world, but be able to come home and feel something completely different.
But you also got to know when your time is over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am always one to encourage. I will encourage you. If I love you, I'm going to encourage you. But there is always a point in everybody's life that you are fed up.
True.
And you can't take it. And that's all I'm saying. Don't fight
Don't
it.
give so much of yourself that you don't got.
Right. Like, don't fight it to the point
that.
where you just, drained all the way to life and you just all the way depressed about the shit.
Yeah.
That's all I say.
Yeah. And
if I feel like you worth it and I feel like we got this bond that nobody can really replace, then I'm willing to do it. But if not, then that is life.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Yeah. Say la vie.
Yeah.
So,
Say la vie.
I guess we all come to the conclusion that it's your choice. Basically. You pick and choose to be cautious of your choice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are going to take so much and you never get the replenish back. But be prepared that whatever that you're dealing with someone guarded, it might not be your forever.
Yeah.
It might just be something that you're implanting in them for their forever. But just stay open to love. Don't shut out people just because they're going through things. Everything does not mean it won't work. Some people will change. Some people will adjust. Some people will fix it to make it work with you.
Yeah, it just depends on how
Some
much
people won't.
Yeah, how bad you how much y'all are into each other, or you know what I'm saying. If y'all willing to ride till the wheels fall off, then you know what I'm saying.
shit.
Y'all make that commitment to each other,
Right.
and that's how it's supposed to be. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
just
saying?
do it.
Supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. But if this is just some some fly by night or some just some temporary fix, then
Let it be that too.
Yeah.
it's
okay.
it is what it
That's
is.
okay too.
Yeah, and
That's
it's all
okay, too.
okay.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's all what you can handle and all what you can bear and what you can hold up on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's exactly
You
true.
it's you you own you. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
control you. So
You control
know
your
what you
own
can
destiny.
handle.
You control
Exactly.
your own happiness.
yeah, so
Sure.
yeah,
That's true.
definitely.
All right, so y'all, that's it. That's our opinion. So this is what we want y'all to do. Y'all tell us. Again, we love when y'all interact, whether it be on the Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on YouTube. Tell us,
Or just talk to us.
even if you hitting our emails,
Yeah,
or our
definitely
email.
hit us up.
just let us know. We want to know what y'all think about it. And if you've been in a relationship with someone who's guarded and someone who, wasn't as open,
And
how
just
did
feel
you
like
handle
you
it?
just
Did you
poured all
stay?
yourself
What did
into
you
this
do?
person,
Yeah.
and
What did you
just,
do?
Fed up, or you feel like, hey, shoot, I'm pouring into him.
Or
they-
shit, y'all
they
end up
doing
getting
good.
married. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all end up
yeah.
getting married.
You
They
never know.
changed and how it worked out and y'all together. But we want to know.
Let
We
us
want to
know.
know y'all scenario
Let
for
us
real.
know.
We want to know. We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the shares. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the likes. So let us know. All right. So we got a toast of the day. Everybody.
There we go.
Healthy
Healthy
relationships.
relationships. 'Cause we want
No matter
everybody-
if how small, how big, they should all be healthy.
Jesus. I got chill bumps. Oh. All right. So song of the day is
about to take you back. About to take you way back.
We're gonna sing it. It's gonna happen.
We haven't played that game in a while, so we're going to play that next show.
What game?
Well, we
where
can't
we
sing
playing
it,
dog,
we
we can't sing and dance to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That in a minute.
Yes, that was a good one. That was a good one. We'll play.
Yeah,
We'll play it
I
on
don't
next
want to
show.
play it this time.
No, I
I
said
don't
next
wanna-
show.
Yeah,
Good,
listen,
good,
because
good.
y'all know. Okay, so this is what we got.
I
We got
to
Heard It All Before by Sunshine
Sunshine
Anderson. I don't know if y'all know that song. Maybe.
Baby, let me explain to you what I'm saying.
What you saying?
It's not even like
It
that.
wasn't like that, but I saw you.
Baby, I don't love her.
You don't love me?
She-
You know what? I don't even want to talk
She
to
don't
you.
mean nothing
I
to
don't
me.
want to see your face.
She was just
I
telling
just
me.
want to see you walking through that
Baby,
door. There ain't nothing else to say.
Why we gotta do it like
Peace.
this? Baby, damn.
Coming home late, it seems you barely beat the sun. Tapping my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some. Smelling like some fragrance that I don't even wear. So if you want some loving, I suggest you go back there where you came from. Day to day with you is always something else. Working my nerve, God knows that I don't deserve what you put me through. Cause I've been so true to you. For you to come at me with another lame excuse. See, I heard it all before. All of your lies, all of your sweet talk. Baby this, baby that. But your lies ain't working now. Now, look who's hurting now. Look who's hurting now. I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. Play the fool before. I was your fool. I believed in you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But your lies ain't working. Lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. Look who's hurting now. I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. What were you thinking? Bringing her into our home. In our bed, you must have fell and bumped your head. Messing up my sheets and violating me. Got me about to call my peace and take it to the streets. Nothing you can do, and there's nothing you can say that could persuade me to stay with you another day. You have crossed the line to the point of no return. What you do from here on out, I am no longer concerned. See, I heard it all before. Let me explain, baby. It's not what you think. That's what you said to me. But your lies ain't working now. Now, look who's hurting now. Now, I had to shut you down. Had to shut you down. Had to shut you down. Now The more you lie to me, the more I hurt. The things you used to say would sound so sweet. I was naive, quick to believe. You know you messed up. You gotta know you messed up. You gotta go now. Say what you want. Say what you want. But your lies ain't working. Lies ain't working. Look who's hurting now. Who's hurting? I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. Played the fool. I done changed the locks on the door. Yes, I did. And you ain't welcome no more. But your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. Who's hurting? I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. See, I heard it all before.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to 3 is Company. I'm Ro. This is Dre. This is Chill. So listen, you hit us up on Instagram.
IG.
You're supposed to get a name, nigga. That is Instagram.
No more.
Nigga, I said Instagram. You said. Nigga, what the?
Oh,
Nigga,
oh,
like,
fuck.
oh.
Supposed to get a name.
I know.
Niggas ain't shit.
All right, are you ready for this one more time?
Oh, wait. I'm like, okay. Shit. I was like, why you
Instagram, you said IG.
Oh.
Seriously.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hit us up on Instagram,
3 is Company.
Facebook,
3 is Company.
YouTube,
3 is Company.
and our email address
3 is Company.
at
At gmail.com.
Yeah.
and then all of us have our own personal Instagram. Dre gonna put it on the shit. Yeah, hit us up. Let us know. Tell us what you think. We love you guys. Thanks.